Hi friends, Zoe here, and today I'm outside on my wonderful balcony doing some nice stretches. So you might hear birds, which is wonderful, but you also might hear the occasional sirens or construction going on because I am in the middle of Toronto. But it's a lovely day and I really wanted to share it with you guys, and I wanted to talk to you today about 10 ways to raise your vibrations, because this is something that I'm trying to work on every single day, and I found that it's helped me attract some wonderful things into my life lately, so I just want to help you do the same. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. That is a quote by Albert Einstein, and I think that when you are on your best vibes, your best frequency, you can attract all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. And so today I want to go over 10 things that definitely help raise my vibrations every single day, and hopefully they can help you. So number one is music. So whenever I feel like I might be lacking the good vibes, I will put on some great music, and I love to listen to Kygo. He's one of my favorites, but anything that makes me happy or anything that's kind of makes me feel like I just want to dance around, and then occasionally I will dance around and then I become a whole lot happier as well. You might notice, like, if you're listening to sad songs, you all of a sudden feel sad, and it's because those songs put different imagery in your head, sad things. It might remind you of a time in your life when you weren't very happy, or if you aren't happy in this present moment and you go and listen to those sad songs, it's just going to add to that feeling of unhappiness. So I find that music, by listening to positive music more often than the occasional sad song, really helps me to keep positive vibes happening all day long. My next tip is to avoid television. So I personally don't watch TV. I watch the occasional movies when I have time, but I don't watch television, and I think that this definitely helps me with my positive vibes because I'm not exposed to an excessive amount of media. I'm not exposed to the horrific things that are going on in the world, and I know when bad things happen, you're gonna find out about them anyways, like through, say, like Twitter or Instagram or wherever, but I feel like there's not really a need to consistently absorb all of the negative things that are going on, and television kind of does that. I also feel like it's kind of like a mind drainer, like unless you're watching something like a documentary that you're learning stuff from, because I occasionally like to binge on those. But if you're just watching kind of mindless television, like, you could be spending your time a whole lot better. You could be spending your time, you know, attracting all the good vibes in this world, or hanging out with friends, good people who inspire you, or reading a book. There's a whole lot of other things you can do besides, you know, letting your mind drone off into nowhere land and watching TV. Number 3 is one of my favorites, and that is to eat good foods. As you guys know, I'm vegan and I eat all of the most wonderful foods that life has to offer. I eat so many mangoes every single day, and I love bananas, and fruit and good food just makes me feel good inside and out. And I just definitely recommend, if you feel like you might be lacking in the positive vibes, just put good food into your body, and that good food will shine all the way out on, like, through your skin and through your personal well-being, and you're just gonna feel awesome. If you guys are wondering what I generally eat in a day, I'll link that video below. I made it a couple weeks ago, and that's generally what I've been eating from day to day. I tend to pick staples and stick with them for a while, so that's kind of what's going on in my life right now, so I'll make sure I link that below for you. My 4th tip is to surround yourself with good, inspiring people. I feel like now I've kind of come into this newer version of myself where I'm not really taking any shit from anybody, and I'm not going to hang out with people who don't make me feel good. I'm not going to hang out with people who don't make me feel happy and who don't raise me up to another level. You don't want to hang out with people who make you feel sad or upset, or make you judge yourself or think differently about all the things that you want to do. You want to hang out with all those people in the world that inspire you to be the best person that you can be. And if you feel like you don't really have those people in your life right now, then go out there and find them. Spend your free time trying to find them. Go on Facebook and join different meetup groups. Like, there's so many awesome people out there. There's so many awesome people on YouTube. Maybe you can find somebody in your own community that you could be friends with. My next tip is tip number 5, and that's to cut out alcohol and drugs if that's an issue that you're having. These things are depressants, they are stimulants of some kind. The truth is, you don't really need anything to have a good time. You don't need a social lubricant like alcohol if you feel like you want to loosen up around somebody else. Just talk it out, you know? You're an awesome person just the way you are, and you don't need to have a substance to prove that to anybody else, or, like I said, to loosen up. You are wonderful and you have so many gifts to share with the world. So just share all the gifts that you have and just be your truest self, and you're going to attract the most wonderful people to you and the most wonderful experiences. Don't put so much trust or so much time into a substance, because it's just gonna have negative effects on your mind and your body. You're just gonna be your purest and truest self in this world. So try to cut those things out if they're an issue for you. Cut them out altogether. You know, you don't need them. Tip number 6 is exercise, like I'm doing right now. Today is Saturday, so on Saturdays and Sundays I generally would just like to take my exercise outside. So I'm outside stretching on my balcony now. I'll probably do a little bit more yoga after this, and then I'm going on an awesome bike ride with my friend Rachel, and we're gonna go bike the islands because it's absolutely beautiful today, and I can't wait to share the view with you guys. I'm sure I'll take an Instagram or something, and I'll link my Instagram below. We can connect on there. Tip number 7 is to read or listen to the work of inspiring minds. As you guys know, I am a huge fan of Jen Sincero, and I pretty much listen to her book. Like, I have been listening to her book the past few months, most mornings, and she really truly helps me to start my day off powerfully and positively. And you guys need to pick up her book if you haven't yet, because I have recommended it to you countless times now, and it's so great, it's so inspiring, and she really just empowers you to just be your truest self in this world and go out there and get all of the amazing things that life has to offer. I also love listening to Elizabeth Gilbert, or if I'm listening to things on YouTube, there are awesome channels like Marie Forleo and Lewis Howes. That's a recent one that my friend Mac recommended to me. I just love listening to these interviews with such amazing minds. There's also podcasts like Tim Ferriss. He always interviews the most amazing people and shares the most greatest life stories and lessons with you. So just take advantage of that. Tip number 8 is random acts of kindness. How good does it feel to give? How good does it feel to express yourself in a card or on paper and just let somebody know how much they mean to you or how special they are in your life? It can be as small as a card, but it can also be random acts of kindness too. It could be buying a coffee for somebody when you're at the coffee shop, or it could be taking a friend out for lunch. Just do something that makes you feel good about giving, because I feel like giving, when you give as a person, I feel like you almost get so much more than what you're actually giving, and it's a great feeling, and it definitely helps to raise those positive vibes in your life. So go out there and do it. Tip number 9 is to journal, and this is something that I absolutely love doing, and I do it every single day, morning and night. Sometimes it's in my 5-minute journal. Most days I always try to write down in that one, but then also I also try to do my DIY gratitude journal, and in this journal I write down at least 10 things that I'm grateful for every morning and every night, and then I also write down a few of my thoughts, and it really truly helps me grant myself clarity and start my day and end my day positively. You can hear a plane happening up there or actually it's a helicopter. But yes, so journal, write your thoughts down and get all those things that are going on in your mind out on paper, and it's going to grant you so much more positive clarity on your life. Tip number 10 is to meditate, and this is something that I recently started really focusing and implementing into my life this past year, and it has had the most amazing effects on me and my personal well-being, and I just really hope that you guys too are out there taking advantage of it to just quiet your mind for at least 5 to 10 minutes in the morning or at night, or both, whatever works best for you. When you can take that time to really reflect inside and really quiet down your mind, it'll just grant you so much more positive vibes and put you on that right frequency to attract all the wonderful things into your life. So anyways, I hope that you guys have the most wonderful day, and I hope that wherever you are, it's sunshiny, just like the sun that I'm lying under right now. And I'm sorry, my eyes are probably quite squinty in this video. But yes, I'm so happy that I was able to take you out here today and hopefully inspire you to raise those positive vibes and attract all of the wonderful things that the world has to offer you. Think of all those times in your life when you've been in the most amazing mood and you happen to attract all of these wonderful things to you. You know that it works, so go out there and make it happen. Anyways, I hope you have a great day, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!